Okay, let me start out this review by saying that I'm not going to call it wreck, I'm going to call it record, because wreck sounds like car wreck, and the REC in the title is just an abbreviation for the word record anyway, right? Or recording. I'm just going to call it record. Record's a good title. It makes sense. This is definitely a great movie for the fans of the first one. The movie lacks the entire narration of the first one, where the woman's talking to the camera the whole time, which I really liked. There's no more Pablo. Pablo was a cool guy. He was behind the camera in the first one. The guy in the second movie, he doesn't really do much. He's just there to hold the camera. Really, the difference between the first movie and the second movie is that they made it more cinematic. It's still involving and it's still very realistic and very, very well filmed, but it makes it more of a movie than a tape. It makes it more of a cinematic experience. They take ideas from the first one and they expand on it. They add more to this universe that they've created. And for everything that it's missing from the first one, they definitely make up for it. I mean, there's a few scenes in there that are definitely better than scenes in the first one. And it's actually amazingly well filmed. It's scary, and it's great. And not that many movies can actually scare me. It's really hard to do that. It's a great movie. Watch the first one if you haven't already. Go see it. Okay, now that I've gotten that out of the way, I'm going to talk about how much Quarantine sucks. See, that's the problem about me reviewing movies that I like. If I like them, I don't want to give away too much about it. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Quarantine is the American remake of this amazing Spanish film called Record or Wreck or whatever the fuck you want to call it. They take one of the scariest movies ever made and they shit on it. They shit on it. Okay, I understand if you didn't like the movie Record. I can understand if you're just that type of person who doesn't like that type of movie, but for the genre that it did in both horror and handheld perspective, it did both of them amazingly. In terms of people not liking Record, it's more of an issue of them not actually liking the way that the characters handled the situations in the movie, so shut up. And it's those same people who would watch a movie like The Strangers and think that it's actually good. I might do a review of that one day, but I'm not going to get into it right now. It's so shitty. It sucks. Okay, back on track with Quarantine. Regardless of how shitty the actual filmmaking is, the entire idea of the movie sucks. And I'm not saying the concept or the premise. I'm saying the idea that a studio can say, oh, this movie was successful over here, and people really like it over here. But since nobody advertised it for North America, let's just try to make it again and sell it here. I don't believe that whoever made Quarantine had any artistic motive or incentive at all. I believe that it was made entirely because of the money. And the reason why I believe that is because the aspects of the first one weren't there. It was like they had the script from the first one, but it lacked the details, and they just didn't care about anything else. And some of you might just be saying, oh, it's the same movie except in English. No, it's not. It fucking sucks. It's like I can watch Record, but Quarantine kind of just tastes like garbage. It's like someone remade the Mona Lisa and drew a stick figure with boobs. When I saw the trailer for Quarantine, I had not seen the movie Record yet, but two things happened. I thought, wait, what kind of movie is this? Is this like a vampire movie? Because the thing looked like a vampire. The makeup was kind of stupid. The second thing that happened, I saw it coming, but it happened to me much later, and that is that the ending in Record and Quarantine were ruined for me. The ending of a good movie was ruined for me because of a trailer for a bad movie. You don't put the last shot in your trailer. You don't do it. It's not just the last image, it's the last quote-unquote scare of the movie. You don't put that in your fucking trailer, you pieces of shit. Okay, let's take a moment and look at exactly why the movie Record works so well. Obvious one is because of how realistic it is. And obviously, of course, horror movies aren't necessarily that realistic, but this one pretty much bridges the gap between reality and this horror universe that it's created. The script is great in the sense that they know where everything is taking place. Even if you don't see something through the character's perspective, something is happening, and the directors are aware of that. The acting is fantastic, the humor is subtle and realistic. I honestly don't understand it when people don't like watching subtitled films. They're like, if I wanted to read, I would have just got a book instead of a movie. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Even movies that are in English, they usually have something within the movie that they expect you to read anyway, so how do you even handle that? I'm sure, like, there's some label in, like, most movies, or a note that a character receives that he's not gonna read out loud unless it's a stupid movie. Why would he read it out loud to himself? You guys are idiots and you love stupid movies. I hate you. It's just a great movie, and if you don't like it, go back to watching The Strangers. Fuck you. Every change is for the worse. Quarantine manages to shit on everything it touches. Look at this scene from Record.
Se lo estaban comiendo viva, Manu. ¿Qué cojones es esto?
No lo sé. ¡No lo sé! ¡No lo sé! A estas alturas pueden que ya estén todos infectados. Tenemos que salir de aquí como sea.
¡Yo no me muevo de aquí!
¡Salir de aquí como sea!
No, podemos quedarnos aquí, hasta que vengan a buscarnos. Esa cosa
¡No
no
nos
puede
va a venir a
entrar.
buscar nadie!
Now look at what Quarantine thought the scene was.
Yeah, they were biting her face off. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't understand.
You could all be infected by now. We gotta get out of here.
I'm not moving. I'm done. I'm not
Get out of
moving.
here. We wait here. We have to get out of here.
Listen, we have to stay
gotta get out of
here and wait till somebody come and get us.
I'm gonna come and get us.
Okay, now I think we can all agree that the entire point of it being first-person perspective from a camera is so that it's realistic, right? Well, why would they put such cheap fucking movie lighting in it, and why would they get such terrible fucking actors? They don't even know what they're doing. They don't know that it's shitty. How can they do this? In this scene in Record, they're trying to stop a little girl from killing everybody, so some blood mixed with sweat or whatever you want to call it gets on the camera, and look, there it is. It's effective, it's good. Meanwhile, in Quarantine, the cameraman decides not only is he going to use his camera as a weapon, but he's going to use the lens as a weapon. And then we get to see this wonderful thing called terrible CG blood. It looks stupid. There is nothing realistic about this scene. It sucks, it's shitty, go kill yourself.